to how to improve science performance through strategic note-taking.
Welcome. Today we'll be learning about how organisms interact within an ecosystem. What exactly is an ecosystem? Please make note that an ecosystem is defined as the living and non-living things in an area interacting with each other. Today we will focus on the specific relationships between predator and prey. What is a predator? Please make note that predators are wild animals that hunt or prey on other animals. All animals need food to live. These animals need the flesh of the animals that they kill to survive. Weasels, hawks, wolves, mountain lions, and grizzly bears are all predators. Predators are carnivores, which means their diet consists of meat. Some predators, such as coyotes and bears, are also scavengers, meaning they will eat the carcasses of animals that they did not kill. The opposite of a predator is prey. Prey animals are animals that are being hunted and can be anything from the smallest insect to a 1,400-pound bull moose. Some prey animals are herbivores, meaning they eat plants. Other prey species are omnivores, which means they eat plants or animals. Most times, the word predator brings to mind an image of snarling teeth and slashing claws. While many predators fit this image, many others do not. Predators come in many sizes and shapes. They can be as tiny as a bug or as large as a polar bear. What does a ladybug eat? You're right, other animals. What about that beautiful robin that we welcome with spring? American robin, yes, another predator. Are you getting the idea? Predators are animals that eat other animals. They're not bad guys. They're just trying to make a living, just like you and me. Making a living to them is finding enough food to eat for survival. Are they always successful? No way. Life can be tough for predators. Can prey also be predators? Yes, in many cases. Make a note. Any animal that hunts another animal for food is a predator. The animal that must avoid being eaten is called the prey animal. We will learn how predators affect prey populations and vice versa. We will also learn about tools or adaptations of the predators and prey. Adaptations are physical characteristics or behaviors that help a plant or animal to survive. Adaptations may help an animal move, reproduce, secure its food, or defend itself against its enemies. Brought together by a common need to locate, to subdue, and consume their prey, many predators display similar adaptation of their senses, teeth, and claws. Predators have different weapons that are used to kill and eat prey. The specific weapons they have are also considered adaptations. 3 of the main weapons of predators are sharp teeth, claws, and jaws. Camouflage is an adaptation that is used by both predator and by prey. A predator uses it to sneak up on its victims. Stalking and sneaking up on prey is the only way some predators get food. Prey animals have to use camouflage to hide from their predators. How does an animal protect itself from becoming another animal's dinner? Let's review some of the examples from the video. That hog-nosed snake in the video was harmless. How did it defend itself against the curious kitten? First, the snake tried to look dangerous. When that did not work, it tried defense number 2, looking dead. If needed, the snake has a third defense, giving off an awful smell. Finally, the kitten gave up. To the hunted, the world must seem filled with predators. The antelope on the African savanna stands guard while other members of the herd graze. Fish form large groups called schools as a defense against larger species who would eat them. Many creatures, though, live solitary lives. Without the protection of a group, these creatures seem highly vulnerable to attack. Indeed, they would be if it weren't for the remarkable defense strategies they employ when confronted by a predator. Prey animals have several strategies to defend against predators. The first is probably the most obvious. It's a strategy that most of us have in the wild. It's called flight. The strategy is to get away from the predator as quickly as possible, in any way possible, including running, hopping, swimming, or flying. After all, a predator can't eat what it can't catch. Unfortunately, the flight strategy is effective only for those animals that are faster or more agile than their predators. Even then, it is often used only as a last resort. Sometimes a more effective strategy is to hide. A well-camouflaged animal will often go undetected by a passing predator, thus saving the energy it would otherwise have expended in fleeing. Most wild animals benefit, at least to some degree, from camouflage. A well-camouflaged animal will often go undetected by a passing predator, thus saving the energy it would otherwise have expended in fleeing. Most wild animals benefit, at least to some degree, from camouflage. Trickery can also be an effective defense against predators. This method is often used by those creatures unlucky enough to be discovered by a predator, and with no way of outrunning or outmaneuvering their chaser. The pufferfish featured in the video segments uses this strategy. Just when the otter is about to grab its victim, the pufferfish expands its body with air or water, making it appear larger and more intimidating than the typical otter meal. When the otter leaves the area, the pufferfish deflates and swims away. Other animals employ the trickery technique by ruffling their feathers or fur to make themselves look larger, or by flashing spots that look large. Menacing eyes frighten away predators.
You can start back at the beginning there before you turn the page or something.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Other animals employ the trickery technique by ruffling their feathers or fur to make themselves look larger, or by flashing spots that look like large, menacing eyes to frighten away predators. As a last line of defense, some animals rely on chemicals and/or physical structures to keep predators at bay. The snake depicted in the video segment, for example, at last dissuades the kitten from further attacks by emitting a foul-smelling and foul-tasting chemical and playing dead. Porcupines rely on their quills for protection. These stiff, sharp, modified hairs that cover the porcupine's back guarantee to puncture the flesh of any predator that dares to take a bite, and barbs ensure that the quills will stay where they're embedded. Predator-prey relationship. Let's sum it up. A predator is an organism that eats other organisms. The prey is the organism which the predator eats. Some examples of predator and prey are lions and zebras, bear and fish, and fox and rabbit. The word predator and prey are almost always used to mean only animals that eat animals. But the same concept also applies to plants. Bears and berries, rabbits and lettuce, grasshoppers and leaves. Predator and prey evolve together. The prey is a part of the predator's environment, and the predator dies if it does not get food, so it evolves whatever is necessary in order to eat the prey. Speed, stealth, camouflage, a good sense of smell, sight, or hearing, immunity to the prey's poison, and etc. Likewise, the predator is a part of the prey's environment, and the prey dies if it is eaten by the predator, so it evolves when necessary to avoid being eaten. Speed and camouflage, a good sense of smell, sight, or hearing, thorns, etc. In a snowy environment, the polar bear is white to avoid being noticed as it approaches the seal, and the seal pup is white to avoid being noticed by the bear. The fastest lions are able to catch food and eat, so they survive and reproduce, and gradually faster lions make up more and more of the population. The fastest zebras are able to escape the lions, so they survive and reproduce, and gradually faster zebras make up more and more of the population. An important thing to realize is that as both organisms become faster to adapt to their environments, their relationship remains the same because they are both getting faster. Neither gets faster in their relationship to the other. This is true in all predator-prey relationships. Another example of predator-prey evolution is the Galapagos tortoise. Galapagos tortoise eats the branches of the cactus plants that grow on the Galapagos Islands. On one of the islands where long-necked tortoises live, the branches are higher off the ground. On the other island, where the short-necked tortoises live, the branches are lower. The cactuses, the prey, may have evolved high branches so that the tortoises, the predators, can't reach them. However, not just in this case, but in many cases of coevolution, there are always more than one cause that forces an organism to adapt. And though it is likely that the higher branches are to avoid the tortoises, it is also possible that it was a different cause, such as the sun, the ocean, or different organisms.